What's happening, guys? It's Jeremy Blanton with Remax, and today I wanted to share with you some of my favorite things to do in the Myrtle Beach area. I've done videos in the past where I've shared about tourist traps in the area and things that you want to avoid. Well, today we're going to discuss the things that we as locals here in Myrtle Beach think are great to do and some of the best things for entertaining and fun to do throughout the Myrtle Beach area. So let's get into the list. And the first thing that I want to share is our nightly entertainment. You know, we have a lot of great shows that take place here in the Myrtle Beach area. You've got the Carolina Opry, Alabama Theater, you've got Pirates Voyage, Medieval Times. Those are just a few of the nightly shows that meet here in the Myrtle Beach area almost every single night of the year. They put out some amazing entertainment and things that are going to take care and give you a good laughs, good fun throughout at least 2 to 3 hours time. You know, I took my daughter when she was about 5 years old over to Medieval Times for her birthday, and we had just the most fun that we could ever expect at a local show. It was fun. They gave us good food. There were knights, there were princesses, horses, so many awesome things to do here in the area. And when you live in Myrtle Beach, you start to take those things for granted at times and forget that these are not things you can find in other parts of the country. There's a lot of great options that you can do here in the Myrtle Beach area with nightly entertainment. The second thing on the list that we really enjoy is the great shopping that Myrtle Beach has to offer. Yes, we have local malls, we have little strip malls or shopping centers, but where I do a lot of our shopping is at the two major outlets. We have the Tanger outlets that's up on the northern end on the border of Myrtle Beach and North Myrtle Beach, and then there's the main outlets which are down on 501. The other week we had tax-free weekend and I decided to take my kids over to the Nike outlet to pick up some new tennis shoes, or as I call them, sneakers. Which do you call them, tennis shoes or sneakers? My wife, she says they're not sneakers, you don't sneak around, they're tennis shoes. I, on the other hand, well, it became a big disagreement. What are these on my feet? What are those?
They're just tennis shoes.
They're not sneakers?
They're tennis shoes.
You can decide in the comments down below. But anyway, we went over to the Nike outlet to buy some new shoes for my kids. And when we walked in the door, the place was so full that we could hardly walk around. And honestly, most of the racks were basically all but bare. The place had been picked out over the weekend. So tax-free weekend is a huge thing, and places like the outlets is a great spot to go shop. The next thing on our list is golf. Myrtle Beach has tons and tons of amazing golf courses throughout the area that you can go and play 18 holes. Make sure though, whenever you're visiting these places, that if you're someone who lives here, ask for the locals discount. A lot of the courses will have something to cater to the locals because they're the people that are there playing the golf courses in the middle of summer when it's 100 degrees. They're also the people that are there playing those courses in the middle of winter when there's not as many people in town. But Myrtle Beach has so many different great golf options that you can go play 18. Some people, they take a half a day at work and go play 9 at the end of the day. Or in the middle of summer when we have the nice long days, they'll work a full day, go play 9 holes, and then head home for dinner. So there's so many options for great golf in the area. The next thing on our list is Barefoot Landing. It gets its whole separate thing because it's more than just shopping. Barefoot Landing is an area where you can go visit right up in the North Myrtle Beach area, where you can go and do so many different things. There's shopping, there's restaurants, there's Alligator Adventure, there's the Duplin Winery, there's House of Blues, so many things that you can go and do. You know, a lot of people like to go visit House of Blues on a Sunday. They have a great, amazing gospel brunch. It's a lot of fun to go and check out. There's so many awesome great places that you can also go grab a bite to eat inside Barefoot Landing or right around it. One of my personal favorites is Greg Norman's that sits on the waterway. It's a great spot where you can get some amazing food to eat as well. So check out Barefoot Landing. The next thing on the list is its southern counterpart, Broadway at the beach. Now, if you think there's a lot to do at Barefoot Landing, wait till you go down to visit Broadway at the beach. It's basically Barefoot Landing, but on steroids. There's twice as much to do there. There's the Upside Down House, Ripley's Aquarium. There's the Grand Cirque that has an amazing show there. There's the Wonders Theater where you can see magic shows. There's so many other things to do there in the area. You've got the Simpson 4D attraction that you can go check out. There's awesome, amazing restaurants, and of course, tons of places to shop. You also have their rides that are been put there from the pavilion, which used to be in downtown Myrtle Beach. So you can go in and ride some of those old time rides that used to be in downtown Myrtle Beach. There's so many things to do. Tuesday nights, they have fireworks in the summer there, and there's so many other awesome things that you can check out there at Broadway at the beach. Across the street from it, you've got some other great things like Broadway Grand Prix on one side, the Wax Museum, and of course on the other side, you got Top Golf as well. So make sure you take some time on your trip to spend around the Broadway at the beach area. My guess is you're probably gonna need 2 to 3 days just to enjoy all that it has to offer. Another great thing that we love to do as locals is go miniature golf. You know, we have friends that they're into regular golf and they go to golf tournaments all the time, but places like my church, we actually do something a little crazy. We have a miniature golf tournament each and every year as a fundraiser. I've seen it happen more and more places throughout the area, but we have so many different miniature golf courses throughout Myrtle Beach that you can go and play around. And the best part about mini golf is it doesn't matter whether you're good, whether you're horrible, at the end of the day, everyone's gonna have a fun time. In fact, my wife and I, we took one of our first dates there, and it's one that's always memorable in my mind because she almost killed me. On the first hole, she hit the ball so hard, it bounced off a rock, flew right by my head, and almost knocked me out. So it's a memorable way that you can make memories to last a lifetime for sure. Another great thing that we love to do as a family here is go down to Family Kingdom. Family Kingdom is a great amusement park in downtown Myrtle Beach. It has all kinds of fun amusement rides that you can enjoy each and every day. Like many of the things on this list, make sure when you go there to ask for a locals discount. If you live here in the Myrtle Beach area, they're gonna give you tremendous discounts. There's great rides there like the Swamp Fox roller coaster. There's also things like the log flume. My kids loved it. And the best part, there was nobody in line. So they rode the log flume like 4 times in a row and came out dripping, soaking wet because they had so much fun just getting soaked over and over. So make sure you go check out the Family Kingdom area of Myrtle Beach. It has a lot of fun things to offer as well. The next thing on our list probably has some of the most unique and amazing views that Myrtle Beach has to offer, and that is the Skywheel. You can go down to the Skywheel, and it's open year-round, and ride on one of the largest skywheels on the eastern coast. This thing goes up in the air so high that you can see for miles all up and down the coast and get some amazing picturesque views along the Atlantic coastline of Myrtle Beach. There's so many other things that you can do right around there as well, so make sure you take a trip down and check out the Skywheel as well. The next thing on our list, it's water activities. Myrtle Beach has so many different water activities that you can do. You can rent jet skis. You can go out fishing in a deep sea fishing boat. You can go up to the northern end and visit the Shark Wake Park, where you can go and do some wakeboarding. And if you guys didn't realize this, we actually have some international wakeboarders that live right here in the Myrtle Beach area that are found at the Shark Wake Park on a regular basis, practicing and training for the upcoming World Championships. And some of them, they've won all kinds of medals from across the country and across the world in wakeboarding. And where did they learn it all? Right here in Myrtle Beach. Next on the list is in downtown Myrtle Beach, the Boardwalk. This is an area where you can see some of the great pieces of history of Myrtle Beach. You can go to the Bowery, where the band Alabama actually began their roots right here in Myrtle Beach. You can go over to Peach's Corner and get a slice of pizza, or take a trip up a little bit and visit the Fun Plaza, one of the largest and oldest arcades here in the Myrtle Beach area. Several years ago, my wife took care of the gentleman who originally bought and created the Fun Plaza, and he shared a funny story once about how he wanted to start this place, and he went to a bank to get a loan back way in the 1930s and 40s to put this place in, and he tried to get a loan for $30,000, and the banks wouldn't do it. So he had to go outside the area and go up to North Carolina to find a bank that would loan him the money. Luckily, that bank did. He was able to purchase the property and build what he has there today, and now that place is worth millions upon millions of dollars. Pretty good investment, I would say, in the long run. What do you think? All right, guys, we're wrapping up our list, and with that comes the next thing that I think is a fun thing to do and a place that we really enjoy, and that is the Market Common. The Market Common is one of the newer sections of Myrtle Beach where it has been built up commercially, and it offers so many different things. There's great restaurants like P.F. Chang, Travinia, Gordon Biersch, where you can get a bite to eat. There's all type of local shopping that you can do throughout Market Common. My mother, she takes her dog there to get groomed inside Market Common. There's a great dog grooming there. There's things like the Grand 14 Cinema where you can go catch a movie. Right down the road inside Market Common, you have all kinds of baseball fields, softball fields, soccer fields, where there's always types of sporting events taking place. In addition, you have Savannah's Playground, one of the largest playgrounds in the area that caters to people with special needs. It's a great spot to go check out. Just down the road, you have Warbird Memorial, where you can go check out some fighter jets and information about the area, which Market Common used to be an Air Force base back in the day, and it shares a lot of information about it. Across the street from Warbird, you have Splinter City, where you can go and play a great round of disc golf as well. So the Market Common offers so many great things to check out. You definitely want to spend some time down there. In the summer, you can go and sit outside. They have areas where they're going to have movies under the lights, where they have it set up outside. You bring your blankets and your chairs, sit down and watch a movie right outside in Market Common. They also do some fireworks shows at times down there. In the winter time, they're going to have Santa with a sleigh that you can get in a ride and ride around Market Common. There's just so many different things to check out in Market Common. So definitely make sure you plan some time to spend it down there and see all that it has to offer. And the final thing on our list today, this one's kind of a no-brainer, but the absolute best thing that Myrtle Beach has to offer, the beach, duh. There's so many things that you can do here, and Myrtle Beach has so many great things to offer, but the number one attraction that brings people to our area on a regular basis is the 60+ mile of coastline that we have here in Horry and Georgetown counties. There's great beaches all up and down the coast that you can check out, from Cherry Grove up on the northern end, all the way down to Pawleys Island on the southern end. So make sure, spend some time at the beach and enjoy some of Myrtle Beach's greatest things. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video talking about some of the best things to do here in the Myrtle Beach area. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up, get that bell on, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya. They're sneakers.
Some people call them sneakers. I guess you can't really go by me because every academic.
Are they tennis shoe heads or are they sneaker heads?
Yeah, no, I got you. There's sneaker heads for sure. I'm not a